Well, this story was so disturbing. This story was absolutely, let's see here. Okay, so I want to read this. This is from Tristan, the surviving husband of Jonathan Joss, who played John Redcorn on King of the Hill. Okay. And he was murdered. So I'm going to read this because this is how I first learned of it. This says, my husband, Jonathan Joss, and I were involved in a shooting while checking the mail at the site of our former home. That home was burned down after over 2 years of threats from people in the area who repeatedly told us they would set it on fire. We reported these threats to law enforcement multiple times and nothing was done. Throughout that time, we were harassed regularly by individuals who made it clear they did not accept our relationship. Much of the harassment was openly homophobic. When we returned to the site to check our mail, we discovered the skull of one of our dogs and its harness placed in clear view. This caused both of us severe emotional distress. We began yelling and crying in response to the pain of what we saw. While we were doing this, a man approached us. He started yelling violent homophobic slurs at us. He then raised a gun from his lap and fired. Jonathan and I had no weapons. We were not threatening anyone. We were grieving. We were standing side by side. When the man fired, Jonathan pushed me out of the way. He saved my life. Jonathan is my husband. He gave me more love in our time together than most people ever get. We were newlyweds. We picked Valentine's Day. We were in process of looking for a trailer and planning our future. He was murdered by someone who could not stand the sight of two men loving each other. I was with him when he passed. I told him how much he was loved. To everyone who supported him, his fans, his friends, know that he valued you deeply. He saw you as family. My focus now is on protecting Jonathan's legacy and honoring the life we built together. If your concern is how someone coped with trauma or how loudly they speak when recounting injustice or being ignored by authorities, then you never truly cared about my husband. Jonathan saved my life. I will carry that forward. I will protect what he built. Wow. Signed, Tristan Kern D. Gonzalez.
Jesus.
Whatever your sexual preference is, I don't know how you cannot feel that.
Yeah. There's nothing to say.
It's disgusting.
That's some wild shit.
And it's a reminder that this stuff still happens.
Where was this?
Texas, I believe. I'm looking this. In the San Antonio area.
Wow.
Could you imagine that?
No,
I can't.
I can't imagine that somebody killing my dog.
Yeah, just
putting a dog skull in the leash in your mailbox.
That's a sick person.
Right. And then killing my husband as we're grieving because we found our dog's skull in the mailbox.
Right.
So somebody
By
did
somebody that don't
and just
know us.
squatted and waited for y'all to come discover it.
Exactly.
Right.
That's a level of sick that I can't even comprehend.
Did they catch that person? Did they make any arrests?
I just read this morning. I don't know.
They arrested somebody?
Yeah, they did.
Thank God.
I think they arrested, but they said that it wasn't a hate crime.
Yeah, well, that's bullshit.
It's still first degree murder.
Yeah.
If you
How
put
is
the
it not a
dog
hate
in there
crime?
and you waited for the motherfuckers to come do that, you plot and planned that.
And I think they burned the house down. I'm not positive, but
That's what they said.
It was insinuated in that letter.
So the suspected shooter, his name is Sigfredo Alvarez Ceja, I believe. Forgive I'm mispronouncing it, but yeah, that's him. They got a mugshot of him and whatnot.
You crying, man?
That's fucking horrible.
Yeah.
And that statement is just, it's heartbreaking.
I got it.
No, it is.
And it's just like, he just said, like, we're newlyweds. So it's like, you think that you're going to spend the rest, like, how, it takes so long to find your person. You find your person, and then not only do they die, they're murdered in front of you, and literally all you can do is say goodbye.
Well, no, they push me out. They
No,
push you
they
out.
And in the course of that, they saved.
While we're grieving our
Jesus
dog.
And
Christ.
for nothing.
That's
Yeah, we didn't
horrible.
do
I ain't
nothing.
do nothing to nobody.
Yeah.
You're mourning your dog. Now you're about to mourn your hut.
And they did what anybody would do. Oh, this neighborhood ain't it for us.
We're out.
We
Trying
out.
to leave,
Get up outta here.
exactly.
They left.
I
What else
think I
you
read
want?
somewhere
Right.
that it was his family's house. They built it, like his dad built the house for his family or some shit. So like, it's generational. that they were in this neighborhood.
And motherfuckers just forced you out.
Right.
That's crazy.
And that's one of the reasons there's certain places I just can never move.
Or
Yeah.
I just can never move.
for a tax break.
Y'all got lack of humanity like that to where you don't even know me and you just smoking me at the mailbox, nigga.
The bigger issue.
Why did he show up?
No,
with
no,
a gun?
no.
Oh.
The threats that they got, they reported to law enforcement there multiple times, and nothing was done about it. So it's like everybody's just, oh yeah, it's what we do out here. Go ahead.
That's what they do out there.
Yeah, and I know money doesn't bring people back, but I hope a huge civil suit
for
comes on that department. Everybody who ignored the complaints, the reports, all of that stuff, man. Like that whole police department is guilty in that person's death, and whoever else didn't listen.
It won't.
I know. I ain't saying it's gonna happen, but I hope it does. But that's the problem. That whole
Something
system
should
is built
happen.
like, something needs to happen, and there should be a federal investigation too. This is crazy.
I agree.
This is awful.
And that should be a hate crime.
It is. Yeah, it should.
Yeah, I'm not necessarily rocking with the we didn't find a hate crime.
Yeah, that's the textbook definition of a hate crime to me.
I don't give a fuck about what they charge him with, as long as the motherfucker get convicted for the longest amount of time possible. You know what I'm saying? Because the first degree murder might carry more weight than the hate crime. I don't know.
I think we need some
Usually it's
outstanding.
like
Well, the hate crime gets added on to the.
Oh,
Yeah.
so that'll just be another additional charge.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
like you get 30 if it's this,
Gotcha.
40 if it's
Gotcha.
yeah.
Neutral button.